What up? My name is Brad. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Legends. Today we're going to be jumping in for the top 6, because it's a team, top 6 Zenkais that I want. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not on purpose, but they're all the same color. I literally went through and I was like, oh yeah, oh yes. And then I was like, oh, they're all green. So, you know what? We're going to rock with it. If you enjoy the content I put up on this channel, make sure you sub, leave a like, all that kind of stuff. Go head on over to Twitter, Bradical YT. Make sure you give me a follow. If you want to see some pictures of cute cats and whatnot, I actually have a cat who won't leave me alone as I'm speaking. So if you want to see pictures of that. And I'm also close to 9,000 followers, so your support is always appreciated. Let's talk about this. So, you're going to see all 6 of them at once. Can't really prevent that. I have very specific reasons for all of these units. We'll start with Bardock. Why do I want Bardock? It's mainly because we need a Green Saiyan buffer. Like, we really actually do need that. Like, not just green sagas from the movies. We need a Green Saiyan buffer. And I miss this guy being in the meta a lot. Because when he was around, which he came out a long time ago, when he was around, he was just a fun unit. Look, I don't know how else to say that. He had lock-in. I have to read through it. It's been so long because I've even looked at this man. He just gives straight Saiyan, which obviously he's so old. Those would scale up relatively nicely now. That would actually be pretty good. Team Saiyan, okay, you can maybe add a little more to that, you know. but having the lock-in alone would be gross in this meta. I don't think we have any Zenkais that are capable of locking you in for a timer count. Is there? I don't think so. Like, Yellow Gohan doesn't have it. Bardock. Yeah, I don't think so. Boo? Yeah, Boo does. Just inherently twice for 5 counts. But being on quick on a main is a different type of power, in my opinion. And I think he would just do really, really well. The thing I'll say about a lot of these units is they most definitely would need to have some kind of type neutral for a couple of them. With how many purples are in this meta, I'm relatively confident we're going to get a very strong yellow that's going to kind of equalize a little bit, because we've gotten 75 purples in the last month and a half. But my first pick is Bardock, for, reasons I just listed. Cooler. It's mainly because Lineage of Evil is terrible. Like, it's god-awful. And it needs help. It's so bad. Like, the team is dog water, bro. Like, it's actually, like, the worst. Minus, like, Super Warriors or, like, minions. Fine. But it's just not fun to run. And I think that this cooler would bring a lot to the table. Whenever he first came out, he was pretty decent. Like, I don't think he's ever really shined. Plus, movies has been popping. So it wouldn't hurt to have another green. He would just had Broly. But if he just does, he doesn't have to do green movies. Green Lineage of Evil, I think, would probably be your best bet. Green Lineage of Evil, and then we get a new Golden Frieza that's green. That's how I would like to see it. Like a transforming Golden Frieza that's green. This guy gets bumped. I'd be totally down. He would be one of the ones that definitely needs some kind of type neutral, for sure, to survive in this meta. You do have LF Frieza, but I don't know if Frieza can carry it. At least not, I don't know if Frieza can carry it, personally. So, Cooler's my second pick. I don't really care about Lineage of Evil, but the team is so bad that it needs help. Look, it needs it. It needs it at this point. Super Trunks. It's really because I like his ability that on every strike card, I think it's every strike card. Is it like, yeah, it's every strike card. He has like a 5% chance of inflicting feint. And I've always thought that was super dope. Like, I've always liked that. But yeah, he was horrible on launch. Like, he's been so bad for so long. Look at how high his strike attack is compared to his blast attack. Like, I understand he's a melee unit. I get it, this is how they were built way back when. But it's wild. Look at his key restore. I don't want to buff hybrids, although hybrids really isn't that much of a threat to me, at least not anymore. But they're not the same threat that they were. I would definitely say Trunks just needs it in general. He'd be good on future. I'd be down. I don't know if I'd probably want him to be a green future buffer. Yeah, I don't want a green hybrid buffer. Green Vegeta Clan wouldn't be a bad one. That could be interesting. And then if, like, LF Vegeta got his Zenkai. That could be kind of down, actually. That actually wouldn't be too bad. Either way, this man is deserving of a lot more. Yeah, he would be nasty if he was really, really good. He'd be nasty with Bardock, actually, which is good. Remember, this is way back when units had a main ability that was actually detrimental. 75% of strike damage inflicted. That actually puts his strike damage up there with Zenkais. But 10% to strike cost, it goes to 29. Minus 50% to Vanishing Gauge. It's so bad. Like, it's worse than Majin Vegeta. So, he needs this, and just... I would have no main ability. No, that's not true, but either way. Take away that minus 50% of Vanishing Gauge. Make it plus 5 to strike. Maybe I could live with that. Fine, no big deal. You have other units that can lower that for him. And yeah, keep it at the 75% of strike damage and make it 25 counts. Make this man an absolute beast. I'd be down. 100%. I'd be in. Ultimate Gohan. Now, he's the one on the list that I would rather just get a new Ultimate Gohan than use this, than get a Zenkai on this guy. Zenkais are free nowadays, so I don't mind it. But I would actually rather just get a new Ultimate Gohan. This guy could just fade off into existence. The problem is he has cover change twice, and he just flat out saves. So he would actually be really bad on hybrids. Like, he would not be fun. You'd be seeing green, green, red, essentially. Or red, red, green, however you want to run it. But Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who's still pretty good. He definitely fell off a little bit. But him with FSK Gohan and this guy would be a pretty nasty team. Sadly, he'd probably have to be Green Sun Family or Green Hybrids. He'd have to be. I mean, there's nothing else he fits on. Like Green Majin Buu Saga, I guess you could do. Wouldn't be the end of the world. But he's the one that I would say I'd rather just get a new one. Like, if they gave us a yellow Ultimate Gohan, I'm in. I don't really want a hybrid buffer. Maybe give me that in March of 2022. I'm not really feeling it right now. But I'd still be down, right? Like, I think he's a cool unit, and he is deserving of it. And I spent a lot of money to get one copy of him way back when. I spent like $500 to get one copy. So I'd like to put that to use, please. Thank you. Mai. I picked Mai because she's actually not trash right now. Yeah, she's pretty trash. Yeah, she's not very good. But I picked Mai because strictly she deserves it, to be honest with you. She's a very good unit in a lot of ways. Very support-heavy unit. Actually, I just thought of an idea. I'm going to name this video the top 5 green Zenkais I want, and then I'm going to make one for every single color. So with Mai, she's a very good support unit. With Trunks just coming out, it would make a lot of sense for her to be part of it. I'd be 100% down. And she's just a cool unit all around. Like, she always has been. Mai she was really good for like a year and a half. And yeah, she's fallen off now. There's just a lot better options. Ever since even 6 months before Green Goku Black even came out. So even a year and a half ago. She fell off pretty hard. But I'd still be down. 100%. Her and Trunks would be running this meta. The sub count and all that kind of stuff. Like, she heals the whole team. Like, I'd be down. Plus, girls would get a little bit of revitalization. Dude, I'd be in. Obvious reasons. Super Saiyan is one of my favorite teams. I made a top 5 favorite teams yesterday. If you want to go check that video out. But GT Goku. I've loved this little man since like 2 weeks after he dropped. He's just been a dope unit. Like, I don't know how else to say that. Like, he's just always been sick. And I remember when his banner came out, I got Vegeta to like 6 stars. And I didn't even pull this guy once. This is back before the start. No. I had to have gotten Vegeta like 4 stars. I don't think the red star system even come in yet. But I couldn't pull this guy to save my life. And then whenever I finally got one copy of him, he shot up to 14 stars in like 3 months. Like, it was ridiculous. It was like meant to be. And this little dude, his art is still absolutely fire. Like, it's so good to this day. Like, I don't even like GT Goku in Dragon Ball GT. Like, I'm not even a fan of GT Goku in Dragon Ball GT. And this little man single-handedly made me like it just because he's a monster. Can you imagine him with Bardock? Please, I need you to envision that blast damage with crits. Oh, it's still decent. I'm going to be honest. Last time I tried to use him as like a meme, he was still taking stuff down. He would get obliterated. In the last like 7 metas, he would just get dominated. But for the meme, he is still kind of funny. So, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. If you want to see more content like this where I just talk about the game, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you around. Follow me on Twitter, Bradical YT. Deuces.